Part C. Questions. Now, please just give a simple answer to the questions. For example, a voice says,
"Would you get water from a bottle or a newspaper?"
and you say,
A bottle.
or,
From a bottle.
If you have given up, have you quit or continued?
The story is heartbreaking. Is it sad or happy? The comment was cruel. Was it kind or hurtful?
I just ate too much. Am I hungry or full?
Would you expect to find dandelions among grass or in a museum?
What instrument records how hot it is outside?
If you want to let in the sunlight, would you open the blinds or close them?
Does a ship travel on land, on water, or in the air?
If I take after my father, does that mean my father and I are similar or different?
The meeting was quick. Was it short or lengthy?
If Anne's account is overdue, does she still owe money or does she owe no money?
To make clothes clean, would you question them or wash them? Is honey sour or sweet?
Does a farmer usually work in the city or in the country?
The players were penalized for their actions. Were they punished or praised? When you must cross a busy street, should you be careless or cautious? Are slippers or boots more sensible to wear when hiking in the mountains?
Management was fascinated with the proposal. Were they interested or indifferent?
Should Ellie fill her new aquarium with fish or birds?
What happens to snow on a warm day?
When cooking, what do many people often wear over their clothes to keep them from getting dirty?
The change is very important? Is it meaningful or insignificant?
Would you call someone who works hard ambitious or lazy?
Cheese is made from which dairy product?
Part C. Now, please just give a simple answer to the questions. For example, a voice says,
Would you get water from a bottle or a newspaper?
and you say,
A bottle.
or,
From a bottle.
I think my leg is broken. Should I tell the doctor or the policeman?
Is a fortunate person lucky or migratory? Parental permission is required for the field trip. Should Paul ask his teacher or his mother to sign the permission slip?
Is an exorbitant price expensive or cheap?
Would a pilot fly a jet or drive a bus? Which is bigger, a mouse or a dog?
Do you convict or solve a puzzle?
Jeremy was partially responsible for the accident. Does he share all or some of the blame? The flute, the piano, and the violin are all types of what?
Would you get therapy from a counselor or an editor?
Currently, Tom is unemployed. Is he working in a factory or reading the classified ads?
Are grandfathers men or women?
Does a balloon travel on land, on water, or in the air?
I was entertained by the show. Was I amused or bored?
Did Beverly make the soup bowl out of soap or clay?
Do people typically send out invitations or bills to a birthday party?
The arguments are good. Are they valid or unreasonable?
To throw a ball, would you use your hand or foot? What tool is usually used for cutting fabric? What common instrument do you use to look at things that are very tiny?
Do people dream when they are asleep or awake?
If the meeting is delayed, will it start earlier or later than scheduled?
Is an anniversary a special dish or a special occasion?
Which is smaller, a pencil or a printer?
Part C. Questions. Now, please just give a simple answer to the questions.
Animals that eat both plants and meat are called omnivores or carnivores. Would you use a telescope or a microscope to look at the stars? Which of Newton's laws state that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction? Who has more hearts, a human or an octopus? Is the center of the earth hot or cold? Does the earth go around the sun or does the sun go around the earth? What is smaller, electrons or atoms? Do antibiotics kill bacteria or viruses? Are zebras herbivores or carnivores? The fear of what animal is known as arachnophobia? What's faster than the speed of light? There are two cats in front of a cat, two cats behind a cat, and a cat in the middle. How many cats are there? If you succeed despite the odds, do you overcome or create obstacles? If you switch jobs, are you getting into a new hobby or making a change? If you see another person having an accident, are you a casualty or a witness? If you don't greet others, are you rude or polite? If you constantly interrupt others when they are talking, are you being resentful or pushy? If someone seems cold and distant, would you say they are standoffish or bubbly? If you want a better salary, do you ask for a raise or for an entry-level job? If you are thorough with your job, are you a detail-oriented person or a self-starter? To apply for a job, do you send your resume or your rehearsal? The capacity of the living brain for continuous alteration of the neural pathways in response to experience is called plasticity or memory. Is the study of languages called linguistics or idioms? Scientists believe that the continents of the Earth were all one large landmass 280 million years ago. What was this landmass called?